Dr. Phil, he doesn't mean to be confronting Sunny Hostin on how she votes, but he's ripping on what's happening at the border. These are 100% how Anna Navarro and Sunny Hostin from The View votes, and all of your Democrat friends vote, who think they're kind and think Trump is mean. They think Trump is mean to people at the border, and they think Democrats like Joe Biden are nice to children and nice to minorities and nice to illegals, but they're not to people coming over the border, especially the children being sold into trafficking. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenaple. This is where the happy patriots are. People who've called you evil, well, they're wrong. They might be evil.
My understanding is that you went to the southern border. Now, you're saying that you're going to give people facts.
This is Dr. Phil. He goes, you know what? I don't know what to believe. So I'm going to go down to the border myself and get the facts with my own two eyes. Something sunny, climate change started the eclipse. Something Sonny doesn't fully understand.
I'll tell you a fact I took away. I talked to the head of all the border guards down there, the head of the union. I asked him straight up, kids are coming over the border with numbers written on them, phone numbers and addresses. Do we check those out? He said, well, we call them. Is it possible that we're sending them into known prostitution rings or sweatshops? He said, it's not possible. It is absolute.
Remember, for people who think, oh, Trump's mean to these people. Well, I mean, the Biden administration, what they're doing with the border, it's fully under their control. There's kids that have a phone number written on their arm, and our government turns them over. They're allowed to go to those facilities. And we go, and so Sonny's going to try and hide behind, well, we don't know what those facilities are. We don't know. And Dr. Phil goes, no, we know for a fact now that some of those phone numbers, those facilities that we have turned those children over are trafficking children in America. That's who you voted for.
We are using American tax dollars to ship children into known prostitution and sweatshops.
Some children.
She goes, wait. All children or just some children? Sonny, is there a difference in the all or some? He's going to go, well, Sonny, only some of them are being moved into child prostitution. She goes, whew, just some. I thought it was all of them. I thought it was 100%, because then I'd get really mad if it was all of them. But because it's only some of them, I got you, Dr. Phil. It's only some of them, you'll admit, right? That's not a qualifier, Sonny. It doesn't help you win. Really? Is it all of them?
All
and sweatshops.
Some children.
Well, who knows?
Okay.
We don't know. I said, are you?
So what kind of checking do they do? So
They call the number and say, do you know about this child? They say, yes. Will you receive them when they come? Yes. I said, is it possible that that's a prostitution ring? He said, we know enough to know that in a number of cases, it has turned out to be absolute sex ring. It has turned out to be an absolute sweatshop.
Now, this is Ann Navarro that calls Trump evil and crazy, and you're crazy if you vote for him. This is what your vote did. It doesn't make Trump good. It doesn't make my side that wants to shut down the border good, but you certainly can't call my side evil and your side good when your vote ends up causing children on being trafficked into America. That's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. It's your side did it. I can't do anything about it but vote. You did it, says Dr. Phil to The View. These ladies and their whole audience, by the way, dead silence. Their whole audience should be cheering for Trump. Please rescue these kids from the trafficking rings, please. I'll take it a step farther and please vote for Trump, because these kids, their best shot at being rescued from these rings is if Trump wins, shuts down the borders, deports the illegals, gets these criminals, goes after them. The Biden won't go after these trafficking rings. They're too busy going after pro-life Catholics, sending the FBIs to spy on their Twitter. They could have broken up all of these trafficking rings. No interest from Joe Biden, from the people who The View support, cover, and vote for, including all media, including all of big tech, including enemies of my channel. These are your values being played out.
I said, how is this possible?
Well, what do they do?
And he said, it is happening.
What do they do then if they know that that's happening? Where is the U.S. Attorney's Office? Where is the
U.S. Attorney's Office investigating Trump, Sonny? They're going after Trump. That's where their office is. They're not looking at these kids. They don't want to flush out the crime. It makes them look bad. It's a giant cover up, and Biden could be doing something about it, but they don't want to look. They don't want to be exposed. That's where the prosecutors are, Sonny. Wrong question. Why are you voting for these people is the question I want to know. And you're going to vote for them again. The child trafficking party.
Here's the
good
thing.
question, isn't it?
Yeah, damn good question. Here we go. This is from Twitter. Homeland Security has selected their next state for illegal immigrants, and it's Tennessee, my state. Wait a minute. Tennessee? The Homeland Security sent out a letter warning mayors in Tennessee that the Homeland Security is going to start flying thousands of illegal immigrants into Tennessee. Now, Marsha Blackburn, haven't heard much from you. I hear her talk a lot about Epstein Island flight lists. I do not care about Epstein Island flight lists. Okay, keep this weirdo, QAnon weirdo conspiracy stuff away. I got hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants being flown into my community. Marsha Blackburn, stay on topic. Where are these people? How are we going to track them? How do we keep them from getting plugged into human trafficking? How can I track them even for you to be able to deport them? And you're doing this high profile Epstein thing. Epstein Island, the list involves like what, 15 people? Who cares? Quit witch hunting. Take care of the state, Marsha, my sister.
Homeland Security has selected its next state as the next resettlement state for illegal immigrants. That's right. Tennessee is the state, guys. Tennessee.
Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn, get on this.
The Department of Homeland Security has sent letters to the mayors of Tennessee cities, letting them know to get ready and get prepared. Illegal immigrants will be resettled in Tennessee.
They do all our roofing. They make great Mexican food. Love me some Mexican food. They'll mow my yard. You know, they're the cheap labor. Who will pick our fruit is how the Democrat Party puts it. By the way, they're also, they tend to be Catholic, tend to be pro-life, tend to be anti-abortion, which is better than the Republican Party can say these days, including the conservatives who are saying like, hey, abandon this issue, Doug, abandon it. Yeah, okay. Maybe the illegals will take care of it. Our Tennessee government, man, well-meaning, very nice conservatives don't want to sound racist, and they're going to do nothing about it. Look, we voted for Trump in the primary, but they should be like state police. Where are these illegals coming in? What are they doing here? How are you going to allow them into the state? You have no plan. Tennessee has no plan. Our leadership has no plan. They do el nothingo, zero. Tennessee, and this is one of the most conservative states, you know, in the union. They do nothing. So just kick back and relax, guys. Just everybody chill. There's nothing to do here. Just let the invasion happen. There you go. And then, by the way, the legal Hispanics that are here, they're all going to go to the hospital services and go to the public schools and go, hey, they're all crowded. Who are all these people that just came in? And now they're getting priority. They're getting free money. They get their meal card. They're asking them, do you have any injuries? We'll usher you right in to this medical practice. And you citizens, the legal Mexicans that mow my lawn, you get nothing. You get nothing.
Most of them coming from Guatemala, Venezuela, Honduras, and Mexico.
It's very troubling that, you know, someone can come to this country, name Nashville or Greater Nashville as the destination, and we're not finding out about it for months later.
Well, now Andy Ogles, I want to know. Now Rep. Andy Ogles from Tennessee Republican. Now that you know about it, what will you do? Are you going to bust a grape in a fruit fight, as 99 Problem says? Really? Are you going to lift a finger? You going to start yelling? You going to call someone? You going to throw an insult? You going to do anything about it? You going to vote? You going to tell the people? You going to go on TV? Or are you going to wear that tie? So, the rules, the Marquis of Queensberry rule says I have to use proper order, and the gentleman across the aisle appears to be facilitating, Lovey, an invasion. What are we going to do? We can't fight for the unborn. They're making us lose elections. What will they think of us? If we don't allow, right here in Franklin, Tennessee, one of the most conservative places in Tennessee, if we don't allow pride parades in Franklin, Tennessee, people will think we're intolerant, Lovey. What do we do?
U.S. Congressman Andy Ogles telling Fox 17 News that he had a conference call with DHS yesterday with a series of questions, including a request for updated numbers, how people will be tracked, and if they have prior convictions.
They didn't have any good answers.
Yeah, hey, he's learning. He's learning quick. They didn't have any good answers. There are no good answers. They're hiding it from you. They're sending people in your state. This is your responsibility. No one's in charge. You're not in charge. No one cares. You don't care. I care.
So they'll do check-ins with ICE, right? As we know from J.J. Carroll's book, Invaded, these check-ins are required and they're laughable.
Hey, they didn't show up for the ICE check-in. Where did they go? They went invisible. They just melt into the ground and vanish. Welcome to Tennessee, guys. This is all of California's emptying into these conservative states. They will flip Texas. Texas will go purple, then blue. Arizona, purple, then blue. Tennessee, to everyone here in Tennessee going, we went for Trump in the primary. Tennessee will go purple, then blue. Marsha Blackburn, all the Republicans here. Keep your powder dry. What red state are you in that you're afraid will go purple, then blue? I'm Doug in Exile.